we expect and anticipate, if you've been following the news at all, that when people are able to get fully vaccinated, and unfortunately in Canada as of right now, that's a very limited prospect for people. But as vaccines start coming into the country, and there's a desire to get people back into the workplace, this question about whether or not an employer can insist upon an employee getting vaccinated. And in countries that have had greater availability of vaccines, there have been people that have not wanted to get the vaccine because they're concerned about the side effects, the long-term effects of getting the vaccine. And of course, that's been an issue that has been around for many, many years, that people just don't want to get it for various reasons. By all indications, it seems that employers will be able to request that people do get vaccinated, or letting them back into the workforce in order to protect their coworkers. However, the question is then, if you're not prepared to get a vaccine, what can the employer do then, and what is your obligation versus theirs? And it would seem that in circumstances that would permit it, an employer may have an obligation to try to accommodate an individual who does not want to take the vaccine, if that's possible. There are certain workplaces where working from home, working remotely isn't really practical or realistic. And so there's going to be a bit of a tug of war going on around about that, as everyone tries to figure out exactly what the law will do about that and what people's rights and obligations are. But in terms of people that are making a disability claim or may already be off and have underlying medical issues that make them even at higher risk if they should contract the COVID-19 virus, obviously subject to whatever your doctor may be telling you one way or the other about any side effect or impact that getting the vaccine may have. Obviously most people are going to be trying to get the vaccine as quickly as they can. But there may be anxiety and other concerns that people that are off on disability have about returning to work. That anxiety may have been there, or concerns about their ability to do their job were there even before the pandemic. And now with the pandemic on top of it, that just may create other concerns about going back to work, and about being vulnerable to exposure, and also whatever other issues that there may have been at work that were interfering with someone's ability to perform in a way that they could get their job done. So the message that I wanted to get out to people that are in the midst of a disability claim or considering making a claim is that these are complicated issues. They're not simple to know exactly how they will work in each person's circumstances. But if you're in one of these situations and you're unsure, you should reach out to our firm and talk to us about it, whether it's about making the claim or whether you're in the midst of a claim and you're being mistreated or feel like you're being asked to do things by the insurance company that you don't understand or not sure what your rights are. Each situation is unique, and your circumstances may be quite different from somebody else's. And I think what we see as lawyers who represent people fighting to get their benefits from disability insurance companies is that insurance companies, God love them, are going to find any way they can to find some way not to pay the claim. And I'm not saying that they're totally lacking compassion and empathy. There are good people working at insurance companies, but their job is to adjudicate and review their policies and procedures. And if there's some way to say that this is not a payable claim, they're going to try and rely upon that. And so if that's happening to you and you're getting the runaround, or if you're being told that your claim is not going to be paid, you should be consulting lawyers that have a lot of expertise in this area, like our firm, so that we can assess your situation and tell you how best to go about dealing with your claim and whether you have a viable claim to pursue. And I would encourage you to contact us. There's a lot of uncertainty right now in the world. The pandemic has created a great deal of uncertainty for people. And we're here to try and answer those questions and sort through it and make sure that you're doing everything you can to pursue your entitlements and your rights.